0, 1.
Let's get started.
Well, hello everybody, and welcome to the Black and White United podcast, videocast, show, whatever you want to call it. I'm not going to lie, I don't even know if I'm going to post this. Feel cute, might delete later, I don't know. This is my first time I'm doing any of this. I'm putting myself out there. I do want to do it, but yeah, I'm still going through the steps and stuff. I haven't got all the right equipment or anything yet, so hopefully as time goes on and there's good reviews and stuff for everything that I can continue on. But fuck it, why not? Let's put myself out there and go and just go from there, really. I'm going to try and edit this video as much as I possibly can. I might not be able to edit it, so if I stuff up, you can laugh at me all you want. I don't care, but I want to talk about shit all related to Collingwood. And I know there's heaps of content creators out there, but you know, there's some really good ones and there's some ones that like, okay, fair enough or whatever, but I want to do it and I want to be the most biased opinion you could possibly imagine, and also have the most politically incorrect stance on everything. I'm not going to watch what I say. I'm going to say how I feel. I'm going to say, obviously within reason, but I'm going to say it how it is. And hopefully as time goes on, I can have a better setup and have people on. That's what I want. So a little bit about myself. I'm 35 years of age. I've been a Collingwood member now for almost 30 years. I've seen the 2010 and 23 flags. I was alive for 1990, but I wasn't there. I was being pushed around a pram at Northland Shopping Centre by my mum, apparently. So yeah, it's great. Not really much to say other than I literally bleed this football club. So, and I hope you all do too. And I'm going to give you some really fucked up opinions. I'm going to give you the reality of things. I'm going to give you some stupid things to think about, some what ifs and blah, blah, blah. And yeah, hopefully we can get some people on as we go and this can turn into something fucking grouse. Because if it does, yeah, I've got a pretty decent setup here. This is my memorabilia room. I'll show you all. I've got, you know, all stuff everywhere. Well, not there, but at the back there and stuff. All here. So yeah, I'm going to increase all that, hopefully get a really good setup going and go from there. Anyway, let's get straight to it. So today's first topic that we're going to talk about, basically Collingwood's 2024 season. Now, after the glorious and the beautiful occasion of 2023, we went into this season, let's be realistic, with some high fucking hopes. We went in there thinking, fuck, we're going back to back. McRae tried to disguise it with saying we're going back to work, and these boys went to work for probably half the season. We know it's hard to win back to back. Richmond did it, albeit in a COVID season, whatever. But let's be realistic. It's extremely difficult to do it. You saw what happened to Geelong in 23 after winning it in 22, and we pretty much followed the exact same path. List-wise, we are, on paper, top 2, top 3 in the competition without a shadow of a doubt. That's your first biased, unbiased opinion or whatever. Take it to the fucking bank, I don't care. But our season this year was so disappointing. And the part that I think makes it disappointing is the games where we played really good football or really good halves of football were better than our 2023 season. People might not agree, but if you look at the first half of Gather Round against Hawthorn, we absolutely dominated that game. We gave them absolutely nothing. Right? You look at the King's birthday game. That whole game we played 4 quarters of football and we just tore it up. The game against Carlton, the first one especially, that was just such a gutsy win. You know, we dug deep and when they hit the front, they were in front by 3 goals at one stage, we just didn't give up. The second Carlton game, we controlled the whole game. We only let it slip in the last couple of minutes and they almost got us, but we still held on. But then you look at other games, like the North Melbourne game. We have probably the best last quarter we've ever had. Attack. Why didn't we play like that in the first 3 quarters? Understandably that the game is extremely difficult to play full 4 quarters of football. We get it. We understand. But the consistency throughout the year just wasn't there. You look at the game against Sydney, obviously away. I mean, the first three, let's just cut back for a second. The first 3 rounds of this season, especially the first 2, write them off completely. We didn't have a proper preseason. We came in underprepared. We had the turnaround and we're playing straight away. Whatever. Write the first 2 games off. The St Kilda game, I still think we shouldn't have lost, but it is what it is. That and probably the Freo game, in my opinion, cost us the finals. But it is what it is. So if you look at the picture as a whole, some of the games that we played, some of the halves, some of the patches, I think were just as good, if not better, than 2023. But what went wrong? Craig McRae came out and said there was too much change and all this stuff on SEN yesterday, and I kind of agree with it. But I also think that we just suffered dead set from a premiership hangover. We suffered from thinking it was just going to happen. And when we were making it happen, we were like, yeah, here it is. And then it just tailed off at the end. Or the end of games, I should say. The last 5 weeks, though, after losing those 4 games in a row, Richmond played us back into form. We got the win over Carlton. The Sydney game was a disaster. We win that game against Sydney. We're in finals now. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. And how do we move on from here? I'm hoping that the fire inside is there for the guys to continue and reach the top of the mountain, which they did in 23. They can do it again in 25. But it just depends on how hungry the boys are. We've got it, don't worry about it, we'll just play our careers out, or is it, nah, fuck that, like, we want it even more. And as a supporter, we just basked in all its glory. We milked the celebration for this flag, and I'll tell you now, I would do it until grand final day this year, that we are still reigning premiers, and it's just, the feeling of euphoria and relief last year was the best feeling I've ever experienced outside of, you know, milestones within your family and stuff. That was made the world a better place for everybody. What do I aim for this podcast, video cast, whatever you want to call it? Just for people to give their, I'm gonna get people on, and we're gonna experience and talk about shit that everyday Collingwood fans talk about, whether you're at the pub with your mates. It's going to be like a messenger group chat exposed to everybody. And that could be so fucking dangerous, but it could be hilarious. And there could be just times where I'm just talking like this and giving opinions out. And there could be times where I'm sitting on the casting couch and me and the boys are talking and we're recording. If it means I've got to buy a ring light, fucking so be it, who cares? If it means I've got to have a shave, which I didn't do today, who gives a fuck? We'll do it. But I hope that I can produce some sort of content for people that, and I'm not doing it for fame. I'm not doing it for, you know, I'm not doing it for the likes. I'm not doing it for the subscribers. You can like and subscribe all you want. I don't care. I'm going to do this because it's the opinion of the basic Collingwood supporter. It's the opinion that it's the feeling that this club gives you. You can watch other content creators which do amazing work, which I watch them as well. And they can have the graphics pop up and they can have interviews with players and they can do all this stuff. That's great. And it's awesome because there's a good connection between supporters and the club with that. I want to try and get a different niche here. The everyday Collingwood supporter who goes to games, who's a member, who puts up with all the bullshit, who puts up with all the sad times and then's there through the sad times, but then just loves the good times are just worth every single bit of pain that you can endure. That's me, and I hope that I can get everybody on board with that. I don't know what else to say. I don't even know if I'm going to post it. I'm going to try fiddle around with this video and put it on my page. You can follow me on Instagram. It's Black and White United. The link's on the YouTube page. Just go, like, do whatever. this could be embarrassing. I might not ever post again, or it could turn out and everyone's like, fuck yes. Like, this is it. We'll see how we go. Thanks for watching. I hope I haven't bored you too much. And go the fucking Pies.
0, 1. Let's get started.